I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DM Watts Podcast. Going to get right straight into it, guys. Blue and yellow. Make sure you supporting those people over there in Ukraine and what's going on. It's real what's going on with these people over there. Support them any way you can. DMWattsPodcast.com. You guys, we got a lot of good merch, NFTs, a few other things over there, episodes too, to go check it out. We're on all the streaming services, including the one you may be watching us on or listening to us on right now, YouTube and Spotify and all those other good ones. We're into some cryptos. Our service dog is down there saying hello, chewing on her bone. Now, before we get started into the fishbowl topic, I got to say this one thing.
Okay.
Say this one thing real quick.
If
you guys have not seen Mac G and those guys over at the Podcast and Chill Network, go over there on your YouTube, head over there and subscribe. Them guys are
funny.
Them guys out of South Africa. Them guys are hilarious. I'm gonna tell you right now. Head on over to see Mac G on the Podcast and Chill Network. Those guys are pretty funny over there. So guys, go check them out if you're looking for another podcast too.
We've been watching them today.
Yeah, and those guys are hilarious. Trust me. Hey guys, but yeah, definitely. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into the fishbowl topic of the day.
And what we get. Good one.
Yeah, let's hope it's a good. Hope it ain't like too serious because we're all happy and stuff. Like
I know, we're having such a good day, and then it's like, what do you think of the death penalty?
Dun 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 dun. All right. Yeah. What do we get? Okay. What do we got then?
We've done this one.
I don't know what. Okay. Well, then pull a different one. We did do that one. I don't know. Maybe I put that one back in by accident.
So we did it under the guise of what's your sign.
That's what it was.
This is astrology and horoscopes.
So we did do that one under what's your sign.
Doing it.
So that's all right. All right. So we pulled another one.
Oh, weird. It's the same piece of paper.
Well, the same fold anyway. Let's see what we got here.
We did that.
Yes, we did. What is going on? Did we put them back in there?
It's duplicate day at TM Watts Podcast. We're just gonna keep fishing. We're catching
that one was
fish.
Ancestry DNA. And I know we just did that one. So like I said, either we must have put them back in there, or
I think so.
Yeah.
Or maybe our grandbaby did.
Yeah.
Because I caught her in the fishbowl.
That might have been what.
Marvel versus DC.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take it for 500, Alex.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. This is the fishbowl topic is Marvel versus DC, people. Marvel versus DC. Now, you want to start off? Because
the thing is I know if I don't start off, I'll never get a word in edgewise. But
so go ahead.
You're so excited to go. Let's go.
No, well, okay. So Marvel, first of all, me and my son go back and forth with it about Marvel and DC. He has seen none of the DC movies, none of them whatsoever. Like he won't even give him a chance. Like Devin will not even give any of the DC movies. I was like, yeah. So we talk about Batman. He
watched him when he was a kid.
Yeah, we'll talk about Batman, and he was like, no, I don't know any of those storylines, and I don't care to because it's not Marvel.
He is the product of the Marvel generation.
He is without a doubt a Marvel guy. So we are. Well, I know I am, and I know you are too. We both love Marvel,
absolutely.
But we can compare, right? We can compare. Why I can't sit here and say which one came first. I don't know which one came first.
I don't. I
will say I do not know. I think Marvel came first because I'm gonna tell you right now. I think the first one was. Oh man, I can't even remember which one the first one was. I want to say Spider-Man or Superman. I don't know. I can't remember. But moving past which one was first, let me talk about how powerful those guys are. Okay. You got Superman, right? So Superman, it's hilarious because Superman, everybody knows he comes from the planet Krypton, right? You got all these superpowers. But the one thing that I don't like, I like a lot of things with Superman, right? Super strength, super speed, all that, X-ray vision, heat vision, things like that. That's great. Right. Two things I don't like about Superman. One is that it seems like no matter what, in every episode or whatever you see, it's like, man, why are you getting your butt kicked like this? I don't understand. You're like way stronger than this. You're like way stronger than this. I never understand that. That and his weakness is magic. I mean, besides obviously the kryptonite. Yeah, but it's magic of all things. It's like, hey,
I didn't Superman know that. I thought it was just kryptonite.
No, it's magic. Magic. Yeah, Superman is he's vulnerable to magic. So I figure, if he ever came up to me and wanted to start some shit, I'd be like, look, bro, I'm finna pull a rabbit out of the hat and you don't want it.
Right?
You don't want it. I'm
Which
pull out these
card?
flowers,
Which
pick a
card?
card, any card, and he done. You know what I'm saying?
Who knew?
I'm saying, pick a card, any card. You know, you're like,
All Lex Luthor had to do was pull a quarter out of Superman's
that's
ear.
what I'm saying.
That
like,
was
what are you
it.
doing? Everybody talking about grab kryptonite. Like, no, bro, y'all. Nah, bro.
So if it would have been a kryptonite coin, would have killed him.
You just start doing a little thumb trick, the little thumb trick, and be like, Superman be like, you going down, or am I? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God.
How did you know?
That's not the turn I expected this topic to take.
I'm just saying, that's what it is about Superman.
I didn't know
What
that.
did you look up, baby?
Oh no, I was looking up so DC was introduced in 1934 under a different name, but originally it started in 1934.
Yeah.
Marvel is a large US publisher of comic books and related media. It is best known for its superhero characters, including Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, etc. And Marvel wasn't its original name. The first name was Timely Comics and then Atlas Comics.
Yeah. And so
Just
I gotta
a
say
fun
this
fact.
because I thought Superman was really good, right? But let's go back to the Marvel because Superman's DC. You know, Superman is DC. Let's go back to Marvel. Why I like Marvel.
Okay.
And if I said Superman was DC, sorry, Superman was Marvel. My bad, brain fart there. But I do like Superman too. I watch them all before we go to bed. I put on like a Superman movie.
You do.
I put on a Superman
okay,
movie.
but wait. You also watch Supergirl.
So
my nemesis.
I don't know what you was getting at there. I so do. I watch Supergirl too.
Thing. I like women as superheroes. I do not like women as superheroes as their counterpart. So I don't like Supergirl.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like, no, get your own thing.
That. Do your own thing.
Yeah, like Miss Marvel.
Like Miss Marvel.
Yeah, Miss Marvel.
Or the Scarlet Witch.
Oh yeah, she get out over there. Because that's what I was about to get on when I say Marvel. All the Avengers, first of all,
the
Avengers is except, let's be real, Black Widow and Hawkeye. Let's stop. Let's okay,
hold on.
Go ahead. What you get?
For real?
Okay. So I have a point here. I have a point before you
please make your point.
Make my point. Okay, so Black Widow and Hawkeye, in my opinion, I'm like, they're human. And it's like realistically, I'm like, look, so your powers you don't have any powers, you're really limited off of skill. And that's great. That's great because that's the human factor of it all, right? But I don't watch and read and fantasize about my comics about the human. I fantasize like, oh man, I want to be like Iron Man with his Iron Man outfit on, or I want to Hulk out randomly or something like that. I feel like you're gonna make another point. So go ahead.
Well, did you notice how I did really good not interrupting? I'm practicing. I'm practicing.
Yeah, I eventually get there.
No, what I was gonna say is, but in reality, there is no reality when we're discussing comic book heroes. However, aren't they all human?
Yes, but they all have superpowers.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all human, but they all have superpowers. So
you're telling me
but hold on.
That all those arrows and the way he can shoot and everything he can do, and he is like this perfect sniper with a bow and arrow, isn't a superpower?
No, not when Doctor Strange can literally do like this and kill him.
But Doctor Strange wouldn't.
He wouldn't, awesome. But I'm just saying, not when literally everybody else on that team could kill you easily.
Since when is a skill not? I look at them differently. I look at their skill set as a superpower.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Look,
what about Black Widow?
Okay, let me go ahead and say this. Black Widow and Hawkeye are both trained assassins, right? Yeah. They're both trained assassins.
They're badass.
So in our civilian world, our real world here is like, hey, those guys are, man, they killing it over there. You know what I'm saying? They are like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But in the comic book world, in my opinion, in the comic book world, it's just like,
what you're saying.
I'm like next, right? I'm like, no, next. That's great. You can turn flips and master these guns and stuff like that. That's cool. Now, certain things happen, at least in the movie Avengers and stuff like that, where they get upgrades. Like he got some badass arrows. Right. And then, Black Widow got the nice suit and with the whatever the poles things she got going on and stuff like that. But I mean, like I said, I don't follow that comic like, Black Widow in the comic books. I don't follow Hawkeye in the comics. I'm like, no, I'm trying to see what happens to Hulk. I'm trying to see what's going on with
Right,
Spider-Man.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I understand that.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, when I see folks like, okay, because you can look at it from like, well, I mean, that also shows, you know, a human can do these things, you know, all it takes is spirit and stuff like that, you know, a good heart and things like, hey, they can accomplish anything. I'm good with that aspect too. It's just not why I read it. It's just not why I watch it.
Well, and then there's, as you know, bringing up the movies versus the comic books, that's two universes. That is the two universes of Marvel.
Right. It's two universes. So, I mean, we talked about, you know, Marvel. I feel like, I mean, we know that we love Marvel. So, but we got to get some love to DC too. It's
well,
like,
no, hold on. We gotta stay with the Marvel for a second. The whole thing going on the Disney Plus channel with the Marvel TV series.
Disney Plus is killing it with was it
Loki?
WandaVision
Was the most inventive TV show that I've seen in forever.
Yeah.
Loki was next. Was amazing.
It was.
And that's why, you know, it's not that I was never a Hawkeye fan.
Yeah.
So, but
we still watched it. We still watched it. Yeah.
Kind of turned me, and I was like, "Oh man, I get this," because I liked that he was human, and I liked the human aspect of him. Yeah. And now we're watching. What are we watching?
What's the name? Moon. Whatever his name
Night
is.
Moon?
Moon Knight. Moon Knight. That's what Night Moon. I was gonna say New Moon, but I was like, man, it's Twilight. But sorry,
and I'm loving it. It has everything in it I love: archaeology, Egyptology, all that good stuff. And I love all that stuff.
And the thing about Moon Knight, to me, his powers are like
his powers is that he's split personality.
Yeah. And
I love that.
Yeah, but then you know, so we talk about like the human aspect, right? When you got Marvel, you talk about Hawkeye and Black Widow, right?
Right.
But that part of it is also why I like Spider-Man. Yeah, because I realize he's got superpowers.
Yeah.
But this dude is consistently, he is like just like cool.
But we have to mention what's the other one?
What, you talking about Incredible Hulk? Thor?
No.
Vision?
The guy that took over Falcon.
It took over. Are you talking about Falcon? Yeah, Falcon. It took over for Captain America.
And the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I loved that too. That was a great series.
So
too.
okay, and that's another thing. So like Falcon was never really a fan. I was never really a fan of Falcon.
TV show,
but the show was good. It was cool. But I was because I look at him on the show and I'm like, nobody thought to just take his jetpack and destroy it. Nobody can. It's like, what you gonna do now? Nobody thought.
Fantasy
I'm
killer.
just saying, nobody thought to grab a hammer like. Well, I guess there's no more Falcon.
Okay, we can go back to DC now.
No, I'm just saying. But the Winter Soldier, though, that arm. I mean, come on, that arm, the Winter Soldier, like you not gonna sit here and disrespect the Winter Soldier in that arm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, however you trying to do it.
Yeah.
But DC, I like DC because I feel like it's a little bit more proportionate as far as male and female, somewhat. Well, yes and no. They give more attention to Wonder Woman. I wouldn't say they got more, women heroes. I feel like they give more attention to the ones that they got.
Okay,
like
they do. Wonder Woman gets
a lot of love. Yeah, she gets a lot of love from DC.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to. They heavy hitters is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Batman,
heavy hitters.
Superman, Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. The Flash is cool. I really do like the Flash because
Flash is cool.
In my opinion, Flash is probably one of the most powerful ones that they have because this dude can literally he can go back in time.
That's true.
He can go back in time. And it's like, I mean, come on. Like,
that would be cool.
Yeah. How do you
But
work
Superman
with that?
can too.
Yeah, that's true too. Because I know in the movie he reversed the world, wasn't it?
He did.
Yeah, he reversed
saved Lois Lane from the earthquake.
And I mean, and I look, and I got to tell you, no death in the comic book world hit me like Superman. Like Superman's death in the comic book world, like that was, I said, man, that's when you saw Superman in his full strength.
Yeah.
When he was fighting Doomsday. And if you don't have that comic, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Like Superman, when he fought Doomsday, it was a silver issue. It was like the death of Superman. It was silver packaging. And that is where you saw the full scope of Superman's strength.
And I remember that.
Yeah, because Doomsday was not just, man, he's so powerful. Doomsday was killing bugs. This comic book came with a warning. This is how bloody it was. The death of Superman, Doomsday he punched Supergirl in the face, her face exploded. That's her whole face exploded. Because she was like, I'm just as powerful as my cousin. She ran up to him and he went, Then all his hand just went straight.
Thus proves my theory on Supergirl versus Superman. Just saying.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some other good DC folks too. Okay, so when we talk about the human, right? Batman, the human aspect of it all, right?
Yeah.
Batman, I will say,
Batman to me is the direct answer to Iron Man. I don't know that is true, but I'm saying as far as
billionaire, smart,
billionaire,
intelligence, technology. He's in all those things, right?
Parental issues.
Absolutely. Iron Man and Batman got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Batman and Iron Man got some serious issues going on.
I think that's they're the more, you know, they run together more than Batman and Superman.
Well, I mean, okay, so here's what I say about DC. DC does give more attention to the human aspect of it because their founding members of the Justice League is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And Batman is a human with a hobby.
Well, and the whole, I mean, if you and then look at the villains, you're absolutely right, because Two-Face, the Joker, the Riddler, they all have serious psychological issues.
Yes.
But it all comes from some psychological trauma, psychic trauma. And I think so you're right. They absolutely do focus on that element of the person rather than what they do. And look, the other thing I like about DC, they make characters. Now I'm not sure, let me scratch it. I'm not saying I like it. I like how sometimes, like, I don't know who copies who, if DC copies Marvel or Marvel copies DC, but it's like, Marvel has Aquaman, DC has, what is his name, the Mariner, or whatever his name is. I'm like, well, that's kind of looks like these look like the same. Like I don't understand how this is. Well, it's like Captain Atom.
Or Marvel kind of makes the same thing. Superman and Shazam.
Cannot stand Shazam.
Really?
That is like
I don't like the way they portrayed him in the movie. You know what I'm saying? They portrayed him in the movie. I like the way they portrayed him in the cartoon, but not the movie.
What's weird to me is like when I was a kid, it was more DC heavy on Saturday morning cartoons.
Really?
Yeah. It was Justice League.
Yeah. And mine was more Spider-Man.
Right.
But you're right though. There was no like, I mean, they had the Hulk, but that was like, but there was no Iron Man on TV.
The Hulk was a TV show. Wonder Woman was a TV show, but Justice League was for Saturday morning.
Let's be real. Back in the day, it was a Superman, Christopher Reeve. Then Batman. DC was kind of like on it back in the day.
DC was
on it back in the day because remember the Flash series?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Marvel came through with X-Men.
Yeah. And
then one could also argue that the groups, because to me the two shall never meet. There's Marvel X-Men and then there's Marvel Avengers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's this separation, which trips me out that Deadpool is more Marvel of mutant than Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, although he can span any obvious universe,
I mean, let's be real here. Marvel outdid himself when they made Deadpool.
Deadpool's amazing. Hands down.
I mean, let's be honest.
You got the human element. You got the mutant element,
and he breaks the fourth wall consistently.
And he can break the fourth wall, and that's just fun, and sad at the same time.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say that X-Men then would be the answer to the human element, because I feel like they portray the X-Men as humans with a mutant gene, so we see what they go through as humans. Kind of like DC.
And that's Because that is, it's kind of like you're watching, like you said, you're watching a whole nother genre when it comes to X-Men.
You are. It's like
Yeah.
a total, it's like night and day.
Mm.
It's weird to me. That's how I categorize it and I separate it that way.
Yeah, it's like a whole nother genre.
Although I will say in on the human element, the Endgame, they really went human.
Man,
they really went.
Endgame was whew.
Man, Niagara Falls. I was crying in that theater.
Man, Endgame was wow. That was crazy. Well, it was Infinity War, and then when you got in the end of the game, I mean, if you ain't, whew, if you ain't seen Endgame by now, shame on whatever. We definitely get out of here with that. If you ain't seen it by now.
Then what are you watching us for? You need to go watch Endgame.
Exactly. Anyway, when Tony Stark dies, like I said, that was man,
shattered, completely shattered.
I was in the theater like, who the hell brought onions in the theater?
And then Captain America staying.
Yeah,
going
not
back
coming.
To
yeah,
the
and
40s
stay. Yeah,
and staying.
Yeah. So
that was amazing. That was so sweet.
Yeah. So I gotta say, I mean, that Marvel in themselves, though, they consistently outdo themselves every time. Look at the lineup, what they got coming out.
I know.
And you got DC where the Flash can't stop attacking people in Hawaii. Oh, what do you got going on? So, I mean, think about it though. The way Marvel set up all their stories, and DC was like Justice League. It was like, yeah, but where did everybody come from?
Right.
Like, and I get it. They was like, well, we can't do the origin story because it'd be like we copying Marvel. But I'm like, yeah, but no, you guys it's totally different characters. You know what I mean? But no, they didn't do that. It's straight out with Justice League. I mean, but at the same time, so we got Deadpool, Marvel. They have Deathstroke. Yeah, the DC got Deathstroke.
That just feels generic.
Yeah,
feels like the wish list of superheroes. We got Deathstroke.
I mean,
but I wanted Deadpool. The best I can do is Deathstroke.
I don't know. It sounds like a spirit masturbating. That's what it sounds like to me, Deathstroke. But whatever. No, that
was good. No, I'm with you on that. Little necrophilia for your Tuesday morning.
I mean, hey, that's what it sounds like. I mean, let's think about this. Okay, y'all didn't think about it. It's in your head now, though. It's in your head.
There's so many questions. I have so many questions now.
I'm just saying.
And I'm so scared. I will never look at a haunted house the same.
Just look at the haunted house thing. Deathstroke. Oh,
it's a Halloween porno.
Exactly. What is it? This is what it sounds like. It literally sounds like a Halloween porno. I like that.
Stop because I will go all about that. I can do another half hour just on Deathstroke.
Yeah, it does. We'll just leave it there. I guess I started that one.
You started that one. That was not my fault.
Well, Deathstroke actually is like their answer to Deadpool. He's a deadly assassin with healing abilities like Deadpool and all that. Okay. I see what you're doing.
No matter what you say now, it's all gonna go back to that.
Deathstroke.
I made the mild-mannered comment on Wish list, and you went full.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's all I'm saying. If you didn't think about it, you're thinking about it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you didn't think about it before. Glad to be here. DMY's podcast. That's what we do. Yeah. So there's that.
Misty needs a cookie.
All right. So apparently that's the sign. That's our show, Marvel versus DC. that's our show on Marvel versus DC. And we'll go from there. But hey, look, I'm going to bring it back up to the blue and yellow. You guys, in all seriousness, make sure you support those people over in Ukraine. Regardless on what side of the fence that you're on, make sure you guys check those people out over there. I mean, make sure you go take a look and see if you can help them out any way possible. DMWatchPodcast.com is where y'all can find us. Got some merch over there, NFTs, good stuff for you guys to look at. Catch us on all the streaming services. We're in some crypto, and our service dog, who's giving me the look, telling me she wants the treat that I got in my hand right now, says goodbye. And so, look, signing off for DMWatch Podcast. I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
All right, go watch Deathstroke, and we will see you guys later. We are DM and we will see you guys on the next one.
So bad. You're awful.
Yeah, but that is
hysterical.
But that was hilarious at the same time. I like that.